Hello everyone, I'm Samantha, and just before we start, I want to remind you that if you want to change your life and start earning money, text me on Telegram to check free signals and much more. You can find the link in the description. So today is another indicator that we will study with you. This indicator is called envelopes. The bottom line is that it forms a price corridor with its straight lines, and we will use it as an indicator that makes it easier for us to find the trend movement and helps us to understand how it moves. The only thing I see is that it needs to be configured, so let's see how we can configure it. Our task, since we have a minute time frame, the boundaries of the indicator should touch the chart, so we will have to configure it separately for each currency pair. But I hope this will not be useful. As you can see, I have already set everything up and all the chart candles are inside the lines. In general, when it is not worth entering into a deal with this indicator, it is, for example, if a candle breaks through the upper limit of the indicator and is fixed from above, far from the indicator. It is better not to bet anywhere. For example, look what happens here. Here, for example, they put on an increase. Here, for example, there is a trend for an increase. We see an indicator, we see that the candle has fixed high, so we can assume that the trend will go up further. We bet on an increase and see two horizontal candlesticks that do not move at all, which accordingly leads to an unprofitable deal. Let's take a look here. We see that the chart went down, almost reached the border, turned around, went up. When it is fixed not too high, do not pay special attention. This is an error, there's nothing special about it. We just remember these 2 points, that in such situation it is normal, and in such situations it is better not to use this indicator. Now we look at how the line reached the top, then turned around, we see red candle and the line went down, and let's wait for this candle to close. Let's turn on the timer, and now we just have to watch. Ideally, we need to add additional technical analysis to this indicator. This will help us. Well, here we are no longer in time with this currency pair. Everything is going down, the trend went up, then turned around and went down. In general, like any indicator, it always says this: the indicator requires more than 1 minute transaction. A 1 minute deal is in fact the riskiest option, because there can be a lot of false moves, which leads to erroneous conclusions and incorrect technical analysis. And in many cases you can be caught, but you can completely close deals if you take your time so as not go to a loss. Oh gosh, I'm late here, it's okay. You can switch to another currency pair, so you need to bet on a uptrend. The chart turned around and went up. Our situation is constantly repeating itself. The chart goes down, up, and so on. We have now put on an uptrend. The deal goes on for 40 seconds. Let's watch. It's a shame. We'll have to enter into a double deal now. You saw for yourself, the schedule changed at just one last second. But this is to be expected from a 1 minute trade. There's no way to do without such moments. And in my opinion, our trend continues. The video starts with a loss and it continues, but it happens. It's trading. You need to be prepared for everything, including losses. The main thing is to minimize these losses. Now we have double profit. In fact, we lost 100 and earned 144. A little we can say that this is $44 transaction that brought us income, but this is a double risk. Another thing that can help us when we trade with this indicator is checking a long time frame for several hours. We need this to determine the trend correctly. For example, here we see a downward trend, but we may be wrong because the trend may go up. So we go here and turn on the hourly time frame. We do not pay attention to the indicator because it is configured for a 1 minute time frame. We see that in fact now a trend is moving just horizontally. Also, this indicator can be used in trading, but in order to study it and trade with this indicator, it needs more than one video. This indicator requires a lot of attention. I'm not really interested in working with it, to be honest. I don't work with it. I just know that it exists and I know how it works, when it's good and when it's not, but that's it. There are many indicators that will also suit us. They are not worse, even in some cases better. So look, here you can add a light technical analysis. It's not supernatural or complicated. While trading binary options, I noticed recurrent trends. We have a chart that is moving up and at first it was going down. Something happened here, then a second attempt to go up, which leads to the fact that sometimes the chart reaches the rolls back and sometimes it almost reaches and rolls back. Now at the moment it has almost reached and rolled back. Now we have the third key phase, which will show us now either there will be a sharp reversal and either there is a breakout, and our task is just to wait for the candle to close either higher or lower. And what we see is that nothing has changed with us from 2 attempts, so it has not gone up from this level. Then the profitability that we will go up now is about 30-40%. This already tells us that there is a greater probability that the chart will go down than up. Adding an indicator, adding technical analysis, nothing supernatural happens in the chart. We make a profit, and if the situation is as it is now, then we just wait for the deal to close and move on to the next currency pair. So let's see what happens next and not just jump to conclusions. There are 8 seconds left before the deal closes. Perhaps it will not go down. Okay, it didn't go to the bottom. What can we do in this situation? We either leave or we realize that this has already happened and has broken through this level and gone further up. Can I use it? Which is more good here? We will do it with you now. We have opened 2 deals to increase. We are now ignoring the indicator in some way. We are just beating off lows in this way. So our technical analysis says that the chart is going up and the probability that the chart will go down is very small. The probability that it will go down was here, and I saw a pullback and I opened a deal here, but the probability is minimal. The trend was continued. The chart is still moving up. We are convinced of this since we see 2 vertices and the third vertex has broken. That's why we entered the deal. We have only 15 seconds left to close the deal, and we see that in some cases the martingale works well, but it is always a double risk. In fact, we are now making money with the help of martingale. But if there was not enough money on the balance sheet, then we would not be able to do this. We would just lose money, but what I often use for trading to increase the balance is these moments. But again, sometimes there are unbroken vertices several times and the graph often rolls back. That is, if the chart went up and didn't break 2 times, when it will go up. If it went down and didn't break, then it will go up. But there are exceptions, of course. I'm just wondering, we haven't looked at the hourly time frame. So let's take a look. So wow, our graph goes from bottom to top. There was a rollback and now it's going up. There was a breakout once, but it's okay, we earned here. Let's see what's going on here. Here the chart is moving down with constant attempts to change something. The chart goes up and down, high volatility. By the way, this indicator also works best, and there are 3 points: a longer expiration period, a longer duration of the transaction, and moderate volatility. It should not jump up and down much. The more moderate the chart moves, the better. Otherwise, it shows false entries and in the same way may not show the right entry. You just won't have time to react and enter into the transaction. again. Everywhere the charts move either strongly up or strongly down, but when we see such a situation, we no longer trade. Do not forget that the more the chart is within the boundaries of the indicator, the more comfortable it is for us to trade. It was not bad here. Well, this kind of trading in such ranges, to be honest, it is very difficult, and I will not be able to tell it in this one video, so I just put it on the downside. I don't have time to put it on time. Damn, I was in a hurry. It's dangerous when trading for 1 minute. I'm thinking maybe I can put it down again right now. You can still add oscillators to this indicator. It will be nice, even probably necessary. I'm probably going to open another deal on a downgrade after all. And now 2 deals are open. One will close in 26 seconds and the other in 50. Let's watch. So, what happened here? Something terrible. We have 2 unprofitable deals. No, I didn't have time again. I need to open 4 deals. Well, why was I so unlucky? Here's the graph going down. How disappointing. Forecast was correct. Look, the prognosis was correct, just not at the right time. In fact, this is our deal. Look. If we were betting on the 3-minute time frame, then everything would be perfect, and it is here that it is so insulting, very, very disappointing. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, that's how 1 minute works. I actually have a surprise for this video. Mentally, I have already said goodbye to the balance of $10,000, but you will see this at the end of the video. Here it is necessary to open 4 deals for a decrease. Again, I do not have time to enter into the transaction. Here is not enough time to calculate everything and calculate the time for which you need to make a deal. 1 minute trading of this is difficult, so here it is necessary to look at the hourly time frame. Wow! Top graph has rolled back and is going up again. There is no need to enter into transactions here. You see, it is unclear how it will close on a 1 minute time frame. It's not clear why I was so unlucky. It's just terrible, but it's okay. There is no point in getting upset. Okay, we lost $200. It happens. The hourly chart, please move down. No, it's not moving down. Although it seems to be moving down. We enter into transactions for a minute. This will suit us. We need this candle to close not too much at the top. Great, we are entering into 4 deals for a downgrade. I hope it won't be unprofitable. Okay, 4 deals for $100. The volatility of the chart is just crazy, but okay, let's watch. Look, all the transaction closed profitably. Cool. So I think that's it for today's video, and if you like this type of content, please don't forget to give this video a big like and don't forget to subscribe to this channel.